There's a new man in Brittany Cartwright's life, and Kristen Doute approves. Kristen dropped the big news on Thursday, August 21, nearly a year after Brittany filed for divorce from Jax Taylor. The marital split was explored in The Valley Season 2, which found the estranged couple clashing over everything from their living situations to their co-parenting arrangement to their post-split romantic lives. Kristen Doute on the wonderful man in Brittany Cartwright's life. Kristen confirmed Brittany had dated multiple guys since the Jax separation, but her new man was unlike anybody else. She has someone in her life that's really amazing that I'm head over heels for, Kristen told People magazine at a Narwhal event in Los Angeles. She's dated people during her single years since her ex-husband, and I have not approved of them. They've been fine, but not wonderful. This person is very wonderful and very cool, very family feeling. Although she kept details to a minimum, Kristen revealed that Brittany's special someone was also apparent. When asked if the relationship was serious, Brittany simply replied, "We'll see." Brittany Cartwright opens up about dating after Jax Taylor split. Brittany touched on her dating life during her July 22 appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, where she declared herself single as a Pringle. Dating after being separated and going through a divorce is so weird, she explained. It's not the easiest thing ever. It's just, like, you notice so many little things because the red flags and stuff I have to watch out for. I don't want to be in another situation like I was and just ignore, because I try to always see the best in people, and you always think somebody is going to change. Have Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor finalized their divorce? During part 1 of the Valley Season 2 reunion, Brittany accused Jax of intentionally dragging out their divorce proceedings because he wasn't sure if he would return for Season 3. Hopefully it's happening soon, Brittany said about the divorce finalization. Jax called me the other day and said that he didn't know if he was going to get kicked off the show, so he was prolonging it in case he needed to get alimony from me. That's somewhat true, Jax responded. That's verbatim what you said to me, Brittany fired back. Don't act like you didn't say that to me. Jax Taylor announces the Valley exit after Season 2. The Season 2 reunion was filmed in early May, more than a month before Jax announced he was leaving the Valley. After an incredibly challenging year and many honest conversations with my team and producers, I'll be stepping away from the next season of the Valley, he said in a statement. Right now, my focus needs to be on my sobriety, my mental health, and co-parenting. Taking this time is necessary for me to become the best version of myself, especially for our son, Cruz Michael Kachi. It had been nearly a year since Brittany Cartwright packed her final box from the house she once called home. The silence of her new apartment was louder than she had anticipated, filled not with peace, but with the soft echoes of what used to be. The faint smell of pine cleaner clung to the floorboards, as if trying to scrub away the memories of Jax Taylor and their decaying marriage. She had walked away bruised, but not broken. Now, standing in front of the mirror in her walk-in closet, Brittany adjusted the thin gold necklace that rested against her collarbone. Her son, Cruz, was giggling in the living room, playing with his blocks while the morning sunlight filtered through the blinds. She smiled. Some days were harder than others, but today felt different. It was Kristen's voice that brought her out of her reverie. "You look amazing, Britt. Honestly, he's going to faint when he sees you." Brittany rolled her eyes with a grin. "It's not like that, Kristen. We're just getting coffee." Kristen plopped down on the edge of the bed, her long legs tucked beneath her. "You've said that 3 times now, and I still don't believe you. Don't downplay this. He's not one of those fine for now guys. He's wonderful. He's real." Brittany sighed, turning back to the mirror. "I just don't want to get ahead of myself." It all started 4 months earlier, at a birthday party for a mutual friend in the Valley. Brittany had been coaxed into going by Sheena and Kristen, promising herself she'd be in and out in an hour. She wasn't in the mood to smile for photos or explain her divorce to distant acquaintances who only knew half the story. But then, there he was, Luca Rivera, standing by the snack table with a juice box in one hand and a tiny sneaker in the other. He was trying to coax a toddler, his daughter, Bella, into putting her shoes back on. His hair was a little messy, his shirt wrinkled, and he looked absolutely exhausted. Brittany watched for a moment, amused as he negotiated with the 3-year-old like a hostage negotiator in a Pixar movie. "Need help?" she'd asked, stepping forward. He looked up, eyes bright with surprise and gratitude. "Only if you're certified in toddler logic. She just told me her foot is tired and needs to be free." They both laughed. Something in Brittany's chest fluttered. From there, things unfolded gently. No forced charm, no Hollywood smooth talk. Luca was kind, grounded, and, most importantly, genuine. He was a single dad, divorced for nearly 2 years, navigating the choppy waters of parenthood and rediscovery. Their conversations flowed easily, and every time they met up after that, parks, casual lunches, kid-friendly outings, it felt less like dating and more like home. Kristen was the first to notice the shift. "Your smile's different," she'd said one evening after a girls' night. "It's not forced. It's peaceful. That man is doing something right." Still, Brittany kept it quiet. She'd been burned before. The public scrutiny, the judgment, the whispers of she moved on too fast. But Kristen knew the truth. She had seen Brittany cry into wine glasses at midnight. She had seen the texts, the fights, the slow erosion of a love that was once real but had turned into something jagged. "I don't want to repeat the same mistakes," Brittany confessed one evening, watching Cruz sleep. "I can't afford to. Not just for me, for him too." Kristen nodded. "Then don't, but don't punish yourself either. You deserve this. You deserve happy." One morning in early August, Luca invited Brittany and Cruz to a summer fair. Bella and Cruz hit it off immediately, 2 whirlwinds of laughter, chasing each other between booths and candy stands. Luca and Brittany followed behind, occasionally brushing hands, exchanging quiet glances. "You're amazing with him," Luca said, watching Brittany help Cruz tie his shoe. "You're amazing with her," she replied softly. They stood in silence for a beat. "Can I ask you something?" he said. "Of course. Are we just figuring things out, or is there something real here?" Brittany turned to him, her expression unreadable. "I want it to be real," she said. "But I need to go slow. I can't afford another illusion." He reached for her hand. "Then let's go slow, together." Meanwhile, the public eye was relentless. Rumors flew faster than facts. Paparazzi photos of Brittany with Luca sparked headlines like "Brittany's New Mystery Man" and "Post-Jack's Romance." When Brittany appeared on Watch What Happens Live in July, she handled the questions like a pro. "I'm single as a Pringle," she joked, then turned serious. "Dating after a divorce isn't easy. There's a lot of fear and a lot of red flags to watch out for. But I'm trying to stay open without ignoring what I know I deserve." What she didn't say, but deeply felt, was that the man in her life didn't trigger alarms. He wasn't flashy or famous. He didn't perform for cameras. He just showed up, every time. In late August, the chaos around her divorce intensified. During the Valley Season 2 reunion, Brittany confronted Jax head-on. "You're dragging this out for the show," she accused. "You literally told me you were worried about getting kicked off and wanted alimony." "That's somewhat true," Jax muttered, attempting to soften the blow. "That's verbatim what you said to me," she snapped. "Don't act like you didn't." The confrontation went viral, reigniting debates across social media. Some defended Jax, others rallied behind Brittany, praising her for finally standing up for herself. Then came Jax's own announcement. He was leaving the Valley, citing a need to focus on his sobriety and co-parenting. "I hope he means that," Brittany told Kristen privately. "Not just for the cameras, for Cruz." Now, as Brittany sat with Luca on a picnic blanket in Coldwater Canyon Park, she felt something she hadn't in years: peace. Bella and Cruz were giggling over melted popsicles, their tiny fingers stained with syrup. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting everything in a warm, honeyed light. Luca leaned in. "You know Kristen told me she was head over heels for me." Brittany laughed. "She tells everyone everything. She said I'm the only one she's ever approved of." "Well, you haven't screwed it up yet," Brittany teased, nudging him. He looked at her with the kind of sincerity that made her throat tighten. "I don't plan to." For the first time in what felt like forever, Brittany allowed herself to believe in something again, not in fairy tales or second chances, but in the quiet, unglamorous beauty of showing up, of healing slowly, of choosing what's real. She leaned her head against Luca's shoulder, watching their kids chase fireflies. "I'm not ready to call it serious," she whispered, echoing her own words from weeks before. Luca nodded, his arm wrapping gently around her. "Then let's just call it ours."